Good afternoon and welcome back, ladies, gents and Pikachus. No more Quran of the Muslims or any such thing today. Just a little eensy beensy video because I've done my work for today. And it's a very important one. I want to give you one last final warning about what's up ahead in the next few months and probably for the rest of the year, maybe even further than that. I'm talking about the budget that's coming out in April. January, February, March, April. Yeah, the budget's coming out in April, right? And the government, even though they have said the opposite of this, have massively overspent. They have massively overborrowed. GDP, the amount of production that happens that causes us to profit from the things that we sell, has gone down. And in addition to that, we have huge social and military costs for things we have bargained for and agreed to do for other countries, as well as the rising cost of mass immigration. It all comes out of our pockets. The government says they pay for it, but the government's pockets are our pockets as taxpayers. And this is going to put a huge strain on the economy and is going to cause us to be out of pocket. So this is what I'm trying to tell you. This is the important bit. Just err on the side of caution. This might not be as bad as I'm saying it might be, but it might be worse. We just don't know. But what we do know for sure is when that budget comes out, costs are going to be accelerating fast upwards. So what that means is heating bills are going to go up, the price of food, clothing, medical supplies, petrol and other amenities that we rely on in our life, the cost of those things is going to go up. And if we are to be ready for this and not caught short, we have 4 months left to get prepared for this, so that we don't get caught short, so that we are ready for whatever happens. And that's what I'm trying to say to you, ladies, gents and Pikachus. Please, if you don't listen to anything else that I've ever said, listen to this. Get prepared for the worst now. You've got 4 months left, and you can do things like reduce your costs now, pay any credit off that you have, pay off your credit cards, pay off your bill, if you've got bills that you need to pay that have stacked up, arrears, pay those off. Get a lower phone contract, cancel your Netflix and your Prime. I would even go as far as saying if you have anything of value lying around that you don't need or you don't want, sell those things now while the value is still there, while people still have money to buy them with, and either save that money up or divide it between savings and putting food in your cupboards, warm clothes in your house so you don't need to buy them when prices go up, and getting your house in order, fixing your locks, getting new windows, anything that you might need repairs wise, get it done now. And the reason is, when that budget comes out in April and the government's blushes are laid bare and we see how much of a terrible job they've done marshalling the finances of this country, when prices start going up, earnings start going down, and stock levels in shops start coming down, so there'll be empty shelves in shops. At that point, it won't even matter how much money you've got. The fact is, there won't be enough stuff to go round. There'll be a bottleneck in the supply and demand. What that means is, you'll go to the shop expecting to buy 2 kilograms of potatoes with your £1 million. Let's just make it ridiculous. You've got £1 million, so you can buy anything you want. You'll arrive at the shop and they'll say, we're limiting it to 7 potatoes per person. So if you've got like 6 people in your family, that's not going to be enough for you. So get ready now. Like I say, save up as much money as you can. If you need to, reduce your costs, sell things, try and earn a bit more. Make sure if you've got credit, you've paid it off. Make sure you've got spare cheap food in your cupboards. Make sure that your credit card is paid and that you can use that as a fallback system after April. And if you want to win extra brownie points with God, like I'm a Christian, I've been preparing for this for quite some time and I have spare resources so that when my friends and neighbours, who invariably haven't been listening to any of the previous warnings and will most likely be ignoring this one as well, when they hit the rocks, when the doo-doo hits the fan for them and they realise they don't have any money, costs are going up, earnings are going down, I can help them out. I'll be in a good position to help them out. That's really what I'm getting at here is, I think we've had it easy for the last 3 or 4 years, even though we've had a lot of different issues. We've had wars, political struggles, we've had all kinds of, disasters and crises described to us in the news. This is going to be the hard time for us coming up, from April until the next April, at least. And if we're not ready for this, we're going to get a big shock. So please, I'm asking you, make sure you're prepared for this. And if possible, have extra proportion there to give to your friends and neighbours when they need it. So like I say, make sure you got stuff in your cupboards, warm clothes, food, make sure your heating works, all your repairs are done in your house. Reduce your costs, cancel Netflix, cancel Prime, lower your bills. Don't buy anything you don't need to. Sell off anything of value that you've got that you don't need, that's worth money. Do it now, because you won't be able to sell it in future. The thing is, when the economy starts going down, although nobody will tell you, the news and media won't tell you because they want you to go out and buy things, you will be putting your hands in your pockets and realising how little you have left. So that means you will not be buying things. And everyone in the country will be doing it at once. So that means suddenly, bottleneck of supply and demand will occur where no one's got enough money to buy things and the shops are empty. So that makes the price of stuff skyrocket, and it means you can't sell things. And this could go on from April to the next April. It could even go on beyond that. And that's notwithstanding what's happening in the Middle East. That is really going to drive up the price of moving food around the globe. You know, getting export goods in is going to cost a lot more. And when it comes to things like food and energy prices, we are reliant on this country's enemies. It's just a fact. We're reliant on Ukraine, on Russia, on the Arab states for oil and gas. And we don't have the capability to produce coal or biofuels here. We just don't. So that means energy price go up, food price goes up, earnings go down, inflation goes up. If you are not prepared for it, it's going to be extremely tough for you. But you don't have to worry, because you have got 4 months from now. If you spend those 4 months wisely, reduce your costs, stop spending money on beer or going to festivals, buying computer games, or smoking weed, whatever it is that you do, just put a flattener on that for the next 4 months, save up a pile of money, make sure your house is in order, and make sure your costs are as low as they can be. And then when this tough time arrives, you will not be so heavily affected by it, and God willing, you will be able to help other people, your friends and neighbours around you. And after the hard time has passed, obviously this will be followed by a good time. That's what happens. It's a cyclical nature that we have in our economy. When you hit a black period, a depression, after that you come out of it and you have like a renaissance, an easy, cheap period. So we just need to get through to that. That's what I'm trying to help you with. Let's marshal ourselves through the tough time, into the good times, and make sure nobody gets dropped off the end. Everyone should be looking to help out their friends and neighbours, and using their eyes to spot what's up ahead. Be as wise as a serpent, but as gentle as a dove. And you will be absolutely fine. So, I hope you took note of this and you listened and you enjoyed this. That's the end of this video. God bless you all. And I'll see you lovely people in the next one. Bye now. For many people, this will be a defining moment in their lives. So let's make sure we do the best we can. We put our best foot forward, and we look out for each other. God bless you all, have a lovely evening, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye now.